play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Torres. Pass to the right. There's Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Fields. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
2nd and 10. Fields again. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Back to Robinson now on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Fields. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Fields now to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery, and they'll get him down here at the 23. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Torres. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Torres firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. McKnight. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Come on.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Torres. Man open, here is Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pope. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run with Montgomery. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with career touchdown number 60. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now the try here for the point after. And it is now 21-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Now, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Over the middle, caught by London. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25 on 2nd down, Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Fields to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Now an option play on 2nd down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Back to throw, Fields. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
They'll run here with Jefferson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. James Robinson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete right side to Kmet. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Back to throw. Torres. And again back to Kmet. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Off play action. Torres. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work it.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
This complete to Jones. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Torres.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd down. Torres. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Back to throw. Torres.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
To throw on third down, Torres. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Montgomery running right. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings him to third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on third down, Torres. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the Bears first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? If it's kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the gun on third down, Torres. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Fields to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes a field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, McKnight. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 56, the mic, 56.
Off the play fake, Torres. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Torres looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Montgomery. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long. Rally and stop it before he can get.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, third quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Fields. And they're going to get this up to midfield. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 50, here's Fields. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the 44, Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again, Fields. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, 44 yards. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. McKnight.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. Fields. Throw over the middle. Going to be caught here by Pitts. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. McKnight. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On first down, McKnight, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the gun on 3rd down, Torres staying on his feet. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now we'll again see Calvin Ridley in the Falcon offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Now a throw here to his running back.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts,
as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Again, Fields.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now Fields.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
3rd and long. It's Fields.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Onto the field now come the Bears.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This